information has it that fuel has been increased to 1,030 naira. What's your take on that?
Well, to start with, I think that this administration is a rogue administration. Rogue in the sense that they have laid a framework which is predominantly to subject us to perpetual poverty, to lack, and misery. How do I mean? At the beginning of this year, when Labour went into agreement with the government of the day, it was for petroleum products prices to remain at the base where it was before the minimum wage was negotiated. Fast forward to today. The uncertainty that surrounds petroleum products is tantamount to multiplier effect. And this administration knows well about it. Today, because of that arbitrary increase, everything has skyrocketed. From transportation to food to amenities that are common. Nothing is any longer common. So I believe that this government is clueless, this government is nonchalant, this government is insensitive to the plight of the people. Meanwhile, going back to the ground norm, they are expected in the Article 1, Chapter 1 of the Constitution to hold on to it. What does it say? The fundamental principle of state, welfare and protection of lives and property. As I speak with you, is most likely going to trigger unrest, what they have done. Because no sane society can condone this rascality called administration and governance.
Wow. Now, the federal government responded to this increase in the pump price of petroleum products by saying that they are not aware and they did not give NNPC the approval to increase the pump price of petroleum products.
That is exactly why I say this administration is rogue. We gave our rights in trust for them to govern. What is government? Taking care of the affairs of a state, isn't it? It means that the pricing of petroleum product is outside of the state. That's what they are telling us. It means that it is not within the confine of their knowledge, within the confine of their control, and then it means they are not in government. Because if you are in government, everything that concerns the affairs of a nation is within your purview. For them to deny it, it means they are outside of the government. That defines the illegitimacy of this government. It means they are not on board.
Nigerian Labour Congress just responded yesterday, headed by Joe Ajoro, stating that they are actually very disappointed at the increase in the petroleum price in Nigeria. However, many people have said that the NLC president was not proactive in their actions because they came out and said that they agree with the federal government that there was not going to be increase in petroleum product price so that they would accept the 70,000 naira minimum wage. Why are they coming now to say they are disappointed? Was there no documentation to that effect after holding a high-profile meeting of that nature to say that we are accepting 70,000 naira, therefore leave petroleum pump price where it is? Was there no written document to ascertain that fact? Why are they coming out to say that they are actually very disappointed in the government?
I am not in the school of thought of those who are holding that position against NLC. NLC is a labor union, and there are rules of engagement. I do believe very well that the labor union has engaged perfectly well based on the rules of engagement. But the government is going through the back door to sabotage that rule of engagement. But the labor union has a right. And that right is to voice out and take proactive or measures that can mitigate this. And I believe they should read a riot act to the government. And that riot act is to use the weapon they have, mass protest, mass demonstration, locking down this government, to call their attention to the impunity that they have consistently embarked on at the detriment of the whims and caprices of the people.
Do you think that protest is going to give any result in Nigeria? Because we have seen series of protests from the end SARS to end bad government to revolution now, and it seems as though the government has been adamant to the demands of Nigeria. Why do you think that protest is going to be the solution this time?
It is possible. Perhaps we have not taken it to the next level. Perhaps we have not gotten the willpower, the resilience to stand against an autocratic government in the name of democracy. Because Abraham Lincoln made it very clear to us. It is expected, if it is practiced in its principles, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. That means you should listen to the yearnings and aspirations of the people for the greater good. But whatever decision that is taken that erodes the comfort, erodes the stability, erodes the sanctity of human life, that decision is not good enough. It means that decision is based on the desires of those in power. And what is that desire? Primitive accumulation of wealth. Primitive accumulation of our resources at the detriment of those whom it is expected to salvage situation for. Therefore, I believe strongly that NLC can take this to the next level. Shut down this country. Shut everything down completely without listening at all to the government until
the price is reverted.
Until we go back to status quo. NLC can do it. In 2012, January 2 precisely, I remember, during Jonathan's era, it was taken back from 76 naira to 65 naira. Because we shut down the country. We took our country back, and we can take this country back again. Because the rate at which this government is handling matters of national concern is only going to take us to the dark days of rioting, of destruction, and possibly take us to another place that we don't expect, which is toppling of government.